Prior to starting this semester of my ed specialist, we took a 2-week trip across country in an RV, my family and I. And I chose some of the pictures that feature this little guy right here, Kip. So this is Kip's trip across the United States. So we were on our way to our summer adventure. What we found is Kip liked to sleep while he was riding, and when he wasn't sleeping, he was eating. And we traveled miles and miles, made it all the way to Louisiana, stopped and got out, and everybody stretched their legs. But once we hit the road again, Kip went back to sleep. We traveled some more and made it to the Texas state line. After a quick visit to the visitor center, we were on the road again, headed to Dallas. Kip, of course, went to sleep. When he awoke, he got to see the Alamo. We later got to spend the night in Dallas at the awesome Omni Hotel. And the very next day, we switched our vehicles for the super nice RV. It did not take Kip very long to get settled in. So we were on our RV journey. We stopped at beautiful places like Carlsbad Caverns. Kip enjoyed all the sights. Once we finished at Carlsbad, back on the road, Kip was relaxed. He was relaxed as we passed the Mexican border. We made it over to California and visited San Diego Zoo. And of course, Kip couldn't go in. So he stayed snug as a bug in a rug in the RV and slept. We later made it over to the Pacific Coast, and Kip's first experience with sand, he loved it. He ran all over that beach. As we headed on down the road a little further, we came upon Santa Monica Boulevard and got a shot of the Hollywood sign. We later visited Sequoia National Park and tipped our toes in the cold, icy creek. We took a little break, ate a little lunch, spent the night, and woke up to 31 degrees in Lake Tahoe. As we traveled on, we ended up camping out in Las Vegas. We traveled on to the Hoover Dam. It was amazing. It was hot. Kip stayed in the RV. He was waiting for us when we returned. We continued our travels and ended up camping at the Grand Canyon. It was beautiful as well. Kip loved traveling. Our last night in the RV, we spent the night at this beautiful park. Kip loved running around. And you know what? When you're thirsty, you just make do with what you got. Our little watchdog loved seeing sights like South Fork Ranch, home of the TV series Dallas, and meeting my daughter's namesake, Martha Josie, world champion cowgirl, or visiting my son's favorite place, Duck Commander. Sometimes we had to sneak Kip in his carrying case just to eat. But in the end, there was no place like home.